Whew, what is up, my dogs? Lawson here. Beautiful but windy day in South Florida. We're gonna do a little bit of canal smash. So I want to hit the beach, but it's literally blowing like 20 miles per hour, so it's a no go. I was in a tackle shop earlier today and saw this lure here, a Megabass Vision110. Now this is a very ridiculously expensive jerk bait, 25 bucks for a single bait. And I was too intrigued not to try it. There's a lot of scams in the fishing industry of things that are way overpriced, but sometimes things that are really expensive work really well. So we're gonna try it out, see if we can catch some peacocks, largemouth snook, tarpon, snakehead, clowns, whatever, you know? Real quick before we get any further into the video, I want to remind you guys that the Land Skiff cruise shirts are still for sale. They're limited edition. It's only going to be a limited run of them. So if you want to get one, I'd go check out the link below before they're all gone. It's a great way to support the channel and I would greatly appreciate it. Let's get back to fishing. Something very large just rolled in front of me. All right, let me show you what I'm throwing. Right now, I just tied on a Megabass Vision110. I just bought this lure. This is a $25 jerkbait. Definitely the most expensive jerkbait I've ever owned or ever even probably thrown. But there's a reason these Megabass things are so expensive. They are designed extremely well and they are kind of like the perfect jerkbait. This is why they cost so much. So we're gonna see what we can find in this deeper canal. If it's snook, tarpon, largemouth, peacocks, snakeheads, maybe clown, knife fish. Never know. Oh, there's a fish. Way the heck out there. Good Lord. That jerkbait launched all the way across the other side of the canal and something ate it. What is this? A classic largie, all right. First fish, microscopic largie. That's what a $25 jerkbait will get you, I suppose. Hopefully we can convert this thing into some real big fish here. But I'll tell you what, man, I feel like we moved up in the world here with the Corrado and now throwing this nice jerkbait. It's been a while since I've thrown some not crusty gear. Kind of like the king of the crust. I'm always throwing broken stuff. Oh, there's a fish right there on the stop. I'll be curious what this is. That was dead in the middle of the canal. It's fighting pretty well, whatever it is. Another largie. Dear Lord, is this jerkbait working well though? Holy cow. Tell you what, this bait though is kind of horrifying. The hooks on this thing are laser sharp, man. Like freaking touch them, you could bleed. Dear God, is this thing working well? I have to imagine I've caught 2 largemouth and 3 casts. Even though they've both been small, a big fish might just T-bone the crap out of this bait and we might be in for it, man. Oh, 3 casts in a row. All small fish, but damn, that might have been a clown knife or a tarpon. I missed what it was, but that was a really big silver roll. Oh, there it is. Oh my God, it popped off. It was huge, whatever that was. No, that was like a 30-inch plus fish. Oh my gosh. That was either a tarpon or a clown, man. 100%. It smashed this jerkbait. Dude, the amount of eats I'm already getting on this thing is insane. Dude, that's got me twisted. I'm not totally sure what it was, but I saw like a roll, which is either a tarpon or a clown, and then I got hit and just see a big silver flash, like I'm talking 30 inches plus flash. What the frick, dude? That was like a 2-foot long needlefish. Not even a gar, a needlefish. That basically tells me, okay, well, I guess anything could be in here now at this point. Practically a freaking houndfish, it was so big. I promise you, not a gar. I've seen about 1 million gar in my life, and I've seen about 1 million needlefish, and I know the difference very well. And that was a freaking 3-foot long needlefish. What the heck? Oh my gosh, a giant car honked behind me. And as that happened, I hooked a bass. A pretty good one too. That was hilarious. I was totally, whoa, 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 whoa. Easy, feller. Get out of here. Cormorant coming in hot, and this is a good bass. Beat it, sucker. Get out of here. Great canal bass right there, probably 2.5, 3 pounds. Very, very fat and chunky. Just a square fish. That Megabass lure is doing unbelievably good work. So far, worth every penny. Got a nice old bridge here. I'm hoping there'll be some big fish sitting on it. There's a fish right under the bridge. Oh, a peacock bass. A foul hook peacock bass, but a peacock bass. Also, part of me is actually worried if I hook like a snook or a tarpon or like a 5-6 pound peacock underneath this bridge, and that's just another tiny peacock. Wow, that's so interesting that there's so many little ones. There's got to be a big one in here somewhere. Oh, come on. That was such a freaking dime cast. Oh, I just got hit. That feels like a good fish. Hard to tell. That was right out front of the bridge. Just a better sized peacock, not a giant one, but better. We're moving up in the world. Very cool. So they do live here. That is such a fat peacock. What the heck, dude? A bit better one right there. Not huge, obviously, but that fish is so stupidly fat. I do think there could be a really big one sitting around here, man. I think it is highly possible. We're catching a lot of them. Oh, I like the chances of this one. Right against the pilings it's laid up. When you're fishing a bridge or any type of hard structure, if you can maximize like the time your bait is against it, that's gonna play in your favor. So long parallel casts of structure are extremely good ways to catch fish. Oh, that feels like it could be good. Oh, I don't know. That just like hit it when it was totally dead stop and just felt heavy. It's so hard to tell on jerkbait. Largy, all right. Because when you have a jerkbait, if it hooks a fish sideways, they feel so heavy. And also with a jerkbait, the colder it gets, so right now it's just like a beautiful crisp day. I don't need to work this very slow. Now you can see I'm working it pretty fast, and peacock bass like pretty fast movement. But the colder and colder it gets here in the coming months in Florida, the slower you want to fish this bait and the longer you want to give it pauses in between your twitches. But right now, you know, it's nice and crispy, not warm, not cold. So we're just gonna do like little 1 second, maybe 2 second pauses. But during the winter time, man, if it's cold out, you could throw a jerkbait and you could twitch it and let it sit there for 5 seconds and then pick it up again. Even right now, this time of year, it'll still work, especially if you're using a really good suspending jerkbait like this is. It just sits perfectly still in the water, it doesn't move. Boom. Can't tell, but got cracked again underneath the bridge, pretty deep under. Come on. What we got? Oh my lord. This is a giant Mayan cichlid. That's hilarious. The cousin of the peacock here. That, my friends, is a big, giant, beautiful Mayan cichlid. Super pretty fish, cousin of the peacock. They don't get a ton bigger than this. I think the world record's like 2 pounds. Oh God, that was a good fish. Son of a gun. Had to be a P. Had to be. Can't be anything else because that's all I feel like catching. Oh my God, there's a lot of fish right there. What is happening? Oh my gosh, there's so many P's under this mat. That is the one we were looking for. Beautiful. That is what we've been looking for. Not a giant one, but probably about a pounder or so. We'll just gently flop them down because I think there is a boatload of these things sitting right here. At least I saw 2 or 3 of them. There's another one right there. That was a smaller one, but I mean, I can't imagine how many are sitting underneath this giant water lettuce mat. All right, we have moved to a beautiful lake here that I have caught a very large bass out of, one of my biggest actually, just a little public lake. So we'll see if anything wants to crush down on this jerk bait here. Oh my God, yep, that's a big fish. I was sitting there testing my drag. Dear God, what? It's a peacock bass. I didn't think there would be a peacock in here. What? Are you kidding me? Unreal. All right, he's not as big as I thought he was, but he's a good peacock, man. That is not what I thought was about to happen. Biggest one of the day, and the colors on this fish are unreal. That is not one of the ow. 10 out of 10 on the release on that one. Gosh, that was awesome. I think that was my first cast walking up to the lake. Peacock bass are insane, and I literally thought that was gonna be like a 5-pound largemouth. It's like a 2-pound peacock, dude. They're just such mean fish. It's unreal. And I am in disbelief at how well this jerkbait has worked today. Look, man, it might be just happenstance that I could have been throwing a $1 cotton cordell jerkbait and it would have worked as well, but it definitely says something when I have got to crush fish today. You know, hasn't been a ton of big ones. That was one of the better ones so far, but I mean, I don't even know how many fish I'm gonna put in this video, but I've caught at least over 10 peacocks and 10 largemouth. Not all of them big, obviously, but dude, like, it has been a sleigh fest. Wow, landed, something ate it, never even twitched it. Oh, whew, whew, whew. I mean, we have just racked up the numbers. Hopefully as the day gets a little later, we can start putting in some bigger fish. This doesn't feel horrible. It's not a bad bass. Oh, big bass right there. Damn, I did not even see that fish. And there he goes. It was like 3 pounds, 4 pounds probably. I was burning this freaking jerkbait. Holy crap. I am officially over it. The wind has sucked the life out of me and my will to live. I've been getting pounded by 20-mile-per-hour winds the whole entire day. It's finally time to go home. It has been super fun. You know what? Sometimes fishing isn't a scam, even though it feels like it. $25 lure, I'd say well is worth it, but it just depends who you are. Maybe $25 is way too much to spend on a single lure. That might be your whole budget. Funny enough, the idea for today's video is actually to go spend a $25 budget at a tackle shop for the whole day, and then I saw the singular lure worth that much and I decided to change my mind. But today I definitely think it was worth it. Probably caught 20 fish, nothing gigantic, but non-stop action the whole day. Don't forget to go check out the Landscape Crew shirts if you haven't picked one up. If you have, I appreciate you greatly. Till next video, see you later.